and thank you for tuning in for an introduction about DMZ Volume 1 on the Ground. I was introduced to this series by Goodreads. It was a Goodreads recommendation, and I wasn't really 100% sure that I was really going to enjoy this series, but it wasn't until I started reading it that I am fallen in love with this series. I'm just hoping that the future volumes that I've yet to read will not disappoint me, like other books I've read in the past where I really loved the first volume and then the rest just kind of sucked. I want to explain exactly what DMZ is or what it means. It is a military term. It means demilitarized zone, and basically the plot for DMZ is it's a near future, it's set in the near future, and there is another American Civil War, and the demilitarized zone being one of them is the island of Manhattan. There is the United States of America, which is beyond Manhattan, like in New England, and then there's the free states, which are like New Jersey. Now, they don't really explain what states have broken apart away from the Union and are altogether part of the free states and which all are a part of the United States. You just kind of get a little bit at a time. I'm getting the impression that Quebec is its own nation because they are a part of trying to keep the peace in the DMZ, along with another nation. I can't remember now who that was, but anyways, the main story revolves around this guy named Matty, and he gets a chance to intern with this news broadcast channel that's going to film inside the demilitarized zone. He's not getting paid anything to do to do this. He's not even getting like a press jacket so that snipers don't shoot at him. He's just thrown into the mix, and when he gets there, something happens where he gets separated from this crew, and he's on his own trying to survive in the demilitarized zone. It made for a really fun story, one that I thought was really cool because it showed different aspects of what it's like to be in a war zone, such as wounded people and just like being fired at by snipers. I really love the artwork. I thought the artwork was really cool. It's very kind of gritty, and there's lots of like graffiti and stuff in the backgrounds on the buildings and stuff. And I just really, really enjoyed this book. I rated it 5 stars on Goodreads just because I thought it was such a cool story. And the inhabitants of the demilitarized zone are so diverse. Like, he meets one lady who happens to be a nursing student, and she basically helps take care of the wounded. He meets these other people who are the caretakers of the Central Park Zoo, and what part they play in the war between the two factions in the Civil War. It was a really cool story. One that I think you should check out if you're into science fiction that involves, like, wars or future societies. I think it's definitely one you should check out. Even if you're just into, like, war-type comic books or war stories, I think you might really enjoy it. And plus, it's cool to see, like, a journalist, like, approach to wartime, because it also highlights that, which I thought was kind of neat. I was just really, really impressed with this book. It is a Vertigo, a part of the Vertigo line, so there is that. I've never heard of these people that do the work on this book, Brian Wood, Ricardo Bercelli. I've never heard of these guys, but I would be willing to read anything else they've done, so I think you should check this out. And thanks for tuning in for this spotlight on the DMZ books. Questions, comments down below, and thank you for watching. Till next time, later guys.